Here. Rachel? It's just water, don't worry. Elizabeth's on her way, okay? Just... she'll fix this. She always does.
You two, take a long walk. Don't come back until I text you. And take a coat. It's a chilly night.
She went to the wrong bloody building.
Miss Van Helsing, thank you so much for coming down today. We're just through there. Okay. Okay, so we've got our sound woman down in yellow, and over here we've got Grace, our camera woman, and this is Rachel Collier. She'll be the woman interviewing me today.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Van Helsing.
You too, Miss Collier. I'll let you two get acquainted, and we should be good to go any minute now.
Yeah.
So, have you done anything like this before?
No, not really.
Don't worry, just follow my lead. It's easy.
Okay. Is everyone good to go?
Camera's rolling.
Sounds rolling.
Okay. We'll call this interview 1, take 1. Action.
Good evening and welcome to KBS News. I'm Rachel Collier, and with me today is former student turned journalist and writer and the great-great-granddaughter of Professor Abraham Van Helsing. So now, Miss Van Helsing, your recent research into paranormal behaviour has led us to a new understanding on necromancy and its impact on...
I think that went alright.
Yeah, it was alright. She was a bit awkward though.
Who, Elizabeth? Yeah, she can be like that. At uni, she never came out. Whenever I went to go and see her housemate, she just locked herself away in her room and worked.
Oh, it worked though, didn't it?
How do you mean?
Well, she earns like 30 grand a year working for herself, and she only graduated the other year.
Wow, not bad at all. So did she write articles at KBS?
Yeah, she did a few, mostly for like
ghost sightings and stuff. It's on the website if you want to read them.
What is it that she actually does now, Becky?
So it's the same thing that her great-great-grandfather did. Technically she's an alchemist, but she also does like paranormal activity investigating.
Right, we're gonna go now. It's almost finished. Just got a few bits and pieces to tweak tomorrow, then it'll be ready to send out.
Okay, cool. Thanks guys, you're amazing as always.
No worries, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna head off too. They're gonna lock up in like 15 minutes, so I wouldn't hang around if I were you.
Well, yeah, it's probably time we headed home anyway, to be fair.
What are you doing for dinner tonight, Rach?
I've got some chicken. I was just thinking of making a curry or something, but I'm not even sure if I can be bothered.
Oh, the boiler's working now.
Oh my god, yes, I might have a bath as well.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why was the wine in the freezer? Oh, right. I just forgot to put it back in the fridge. Yeah. I thought you were having curry.
I changed my mind. What is with all these questions?
Enjoy.
Lost Cut as the branch that might have grown fall straight, and burned as Apollo's laurel bow that sometimes grew within this land of man. Faustus is gone. Regard his hellish fall, whose fiendful fortune may exhort the wise only to wonder at unlawful things, whose deepness doth entice such forward wits to practice more than heavenly power permits. Dr. Faustus, you read it last year. Nothing is so painful to the human mind as a great and sudden change. Frankenstein, one of your favourites. I am the chief of sinners. I am the chief of sufferers also. Jekyll and Hyde. You never liked that one. No idea why, though. I want you to believe in things you cannot. That one has an air of relevance, don't you think, Rachel? Have you ever seen a cadaver, Rachel? Sometimes they like to use them to teach students about anatomy. They mark up the body like a map. The arms, wrists, shoulders, chest, legs, thighs, neck.
Hi, sorry, do you have a moment to talk about the great price in Canterbury?
No, I'm just here to see her.
Okay, it's fine. Have a nice day. Oh, hey. Perfect timing. I just go grab my bag and then we can grab lunch, yeah?
Yeah? Cool.
He is more myself than I am. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. I don't believe you've read that one yet.
Are you still taking those pills you were prescribed the other month?
No, I stopped taking them after a while. Been sleeping better recently.
Maybe you're having withdrawal symptoms or something. Like from stopping them so suddenly. I mean, that could explain all the nightmares.
Maybe, but it just feels so real, like I'm in control.
You could be lucid dreaming.
Maybe, but I keep seeing him and hearing him. It's like I'm constantly hallucinating.
Can you see him now?
Yeah, over there on that bench.
Rach, there's nobody on that bench. Look, maybe you should go back to the doctors again. Or if you don't want to do that, at least try and get some decent rest. Hello? Speaking. No, I rang up yesterday to change the time. Alright, I'll see you before 5. Hey. Thank you. Bye. Ugh. Sorry. They want me to go into the admin office to pick up my draft essay, despite the fact that I told them that I'm working today.
It's stupid. Why can't they just wait till you're on campus for a lecture or something?
I don't know, that would have made sense, wouldn't it? Anyway, can we walk and talk? I've only got a few minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's so cold.
You coming to the studio tonight?
Yeah, I was going to try and get that video we shot the other day. It was actually a pretty good one, so I'm praying that Grace has it edited by the time we get there. Why, are you going?
Yeah, I've got to head for a seminar at 4, so I'll probably just stick around after, see who's around. I could meet you in there after my seminar and we could grab dinner or something.
Fuck it, why not? Got nothing in the fridge, can't bother to go shopping. Sounds good.
Yeah, so I'm going to head off this way, but I'll see you this evening, yeah?
Alright, see you later. Have a good seminar.
I tell you, Rachel, if you ever get ready to sell your soul, don't even bother to sell it to another human being. It's bad business to even consider such a thing. The witching hour. So sorry, I was running out of classical texts. Who are you?
What?
That's what you were going to say, no? Oh, it's not out there anymore. It's in here. Well, I'm in here.
You're...
Yes.
How do you know what I'm going to...
Say? Well, I don't really. I just sort of make it up. You know, after a few centuries, it all gets pretty predictable. Oh, please don't. It's either out there with it, or in here with me. Oh, could you just stand still for more than 15 seconds? Every time I try to talk to you, you just interrupt me or run. Fine. Have it your way. You were quick. I took the liberty of letting myself in. I hope you don't mind. What's with all the petrified gawping? Do you not like this look?
What if I look like this? Do you prefer this? I mean, I'm not sure that I do, but I just want you to feel comfortable, Rachel. Besides, we managed to have lunch together today. You didn't run at the sight of me then.
Oh, come on. Will you just say something?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm lonely.
That's your name?
No. I'm just lonely. Oh, come on, Rachel. Wake the fuck up.
Sorry?
Wake the fuck up!
Someone should get her a drink at least. Daniela, get her a glass of water. For God's sake. Here. Rachel? It's just water, don't worry. Elizabeth's on her way, okay? Just... she'll fix this. She always does.
You two, take a long walk. Don't come back until I text you. And take a coat. It's a chilly night. What's going through your mind right now? Rachel? You're in shock, it's alright. We're going to take this nice and slow, okay? You're very disorientated and will probably feel like passing out at some point. I'm gonna make us a cup of tea, yeah? See if we can't warm you up a bit. Can you lie down for me, Rachel? There we go. There we are. Rachel.
What's in it?
Just tea. I didn't know how you liked it, so I made it quite strong. Alright. How are you feeling now?
Can't really feel anything.
The tea will help with that. Rachel, the girls told me they found you fully dressed in the bath having a panic attack and that the walls were a little bloody. Would you mind if I take a quick look?
It's upstairs. First floor.
So, I've had a little look upstairs and I'm taking some notes. I was wondering if you could walk me through everything that happened since we last met, in as much detail as possible. Rachel, the last time we met was about 2 hours ago. It's still Tuesday.
No, I'm sorry, it's Wednesday.
I'm sorry, Rachel, it's Tuesday the 18th of October. It's not Wednesday, I promise you.
I remember the nightmare. I remember going to meet Becky, having lunch, leaving the studio and...
No, Rachel. Okay, so tell me what happened yesterday. Do you remember waking up? Do you remember walking to see Becky? Or what happened between meeting Becky and going to the studio? You were dreaming, Rachel.
What the hell is happening to me? What is going on here? I don't... What?
Nicola rang as soon as she saw all the markings on the wall. She described how you were and she sounded pretty terrified on the phone, so I came over straight away. Rachel, I need you to keep an open mind with what I'm about to tell you. My research into the paranormal isn't exactly theoretical. My job isn't only to investigate paranormal activity, but to record, document and act against aggressive paranormal activity. I've seen many creatures, ghosts, mythical beings that some of you believe to be only a joke.
So I'm being haunted.
Having assessed the situation and taking into account everything you've just told me, I believe you're being stalked by a devil.
Stalked, not haunted.
Haunted is more a frequent disturbance. This is more than that. This is...
Hunting?
For want of a better word.
Quite. So he wants to kill me?
It's not a he, it's an it. It can change its shape or form. It can manifest itself into anything it desires to scare or mislead you.
Why bother with the theatrics?
I don't know, it could be thousands of years old and bored, or it might be a child playing with its food.
Great. So what do you do now? How do you fix this?
Well, so far, you've only seen it in your dreams. You haven't come face to face with it in reality yet. So that's what we need to do. We need to coax it out and bring it out onto our playing field, where, hopefully, it should be weaker. Then, we go from there. I draw this sigil in the name of Baphomet. At each point, I draw the signs of holy saints. On my forehead, I draw the Holy Cross in the name of the Holy Spirit for my own protection. Sint mihi Dei acerontes propiti, valeet numen triplex Jehovah. Igne, aeri, aquatici, terrini. Lucifer, Prince of the East, Monarch of burning hell, and Demogorgon. I ask that this devil may appear and rise from hell.
Has it worked?
No idea.
Have you done this before?
On ghosts, yeah.
But not on...
No. By Jehovah and Gehenna, by these symbols, by the saints that I have drawn, I pray that the devil appear and compel to obey me.
It's trying to trick us.
Ah, you catch on fast. Just like your mother.
Who are you and what do you want?
What, no small talk? Straight to the point? All right then. I'm not here for her, Elizabeth. I'm here to see you.
Why are you tormenting her?
Oh, forget about the girl. Like I said, I'm here to see you.
I don't understand.
No, no, of course you don't understand. You are only a human.
And who are you?
An unhappy spirit, a servant to the great Lucifer, the bringer of pain, the tormented soul of hell, the angel of death.
Spare me the theatrics, please.
Well, my name is Mephistopheles.
And what do you want with us, Mephistopheles?
Don't you want to know what happened to your great-great-grandfather all those years ago? How he disappeared without a trace, and how nobody knows what happened to him all those years ago.
It was you, I'm guessing.
You see, your great-great-grandfather was facing a great power, a creature far more powerful than even he could comprehend. He was powerless himself, he was at a loss, and that's when he found me.
And what did you do?
I think it would be better if he told you himself.
To my dearest wife, Count Dracula is dead. The last of his kind, his death marks the extinction of his species. His people will descend into legends and myths. Nobody will ever know the true reality of the vampire. But I fear all is not done. As our world evolves into an industrial era, it appears dark and mysterious. Entities of the old world are being forced out into the open. Dracula is not the only supernatural being that has walked the earth. There are plenty of others like him, and in time, the world will come to discover them, and they, too, shall suffer the same fate. The deed is done, and now, so am I. Only a short while has passed since I returned from the Carpathians, and ever since, a long, deep feeling of dread and regret has filled my tainted soul. What I did was not only for the good of those I love, but for mankind. What I did was not out of hatred, but out of fear and disillusion. If it were possible to turn back the clock and start anew, then I would. But alas, this is not the case. The world has returned to its normal state and life goes on. For that, I am glad. My work in England is done, and so I should return home to the Netherlands. But I cannot. There are debts to be paid, and it is I that must pay them. I may never see you again, and you may never hear from me again. I paid a price to ensure Count Dracula's death, and now the gentleman has come to collect his debt. It is my soul that he intends to claim.
So he sold his soul just to defeat his greatest enemy?
Your great-grandfather did much the same. Only his greatest enemy was the cancer that afflicted his wife, and shortly thereafter the cancer that afflicted him. You see, your grandfather was one of the greatest doctors of his era, not because he wanted to be, but because he had to be. And your grandmother, she wanted to save all the people of London from the bombs falling from the sky, so I helped her. And your mother, well, you were just a baby dying in the cot, and your mother sold her soul just to save you. How selfless.
So what's that got to do with me?
Oh, nothing. I thought it far more interesting for Elizabeth to find me than I find her.
So you just used me?
Yes, well, you are all but aunt to
How
me.
dare you!
Rachel, it's a devil. You don't get much higher up the food chain. We are to it what chicken is to you. dinner. So, you came for my great-great-grandfather, then you came for my great-grandfather, then you came for my grandmother, then my mother, and now you're here for me.
Yes.
I've no reason to give you my soul.
You have your life. I saved you as a child.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask you to.
I own you.
I'll tear you apart. I don't know how, I don't care how, but I will.
I've been watching you, Elizabeth. I know how you work. You're a genius, trust me, but this doesn't end well for you. You cannot escape me. I'll buy your soul and I'll let you live the rest of your life here on Earth. Or I'll torment you and I'll torture you and everyone you know and love. See, I always get what I want, Elizabeth. So you can stay here and do the right thing, or you can make like all my usual prey and run.
On the head. You said it was real, so I figured if it's in reality, we could hit it. Wait. If you can hurt it, then you can kill it. I don't know, you're supposed to be the expert here, not me. Come on, I've got an idea. So, what are you doing? Just watch.
Oh, I do love a good chase. You haven't got much in the way of brains this evening, do you, Miss Van Helsing? Much like Abraham all those years ago.
Don't try and rile me up, it's not going to work.
Oh, but it's fun! Father always told me never to play with my food. I never could listen.
Elizabeth!
Boundaries that divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where the one ends or the other
One of my personal favourites.
The boundaries that define life from death are at best shadowy and vague. I guess the same can be said for dreams and reality. Rachel, if you're hearing this message, then the devil is gone, and you are safe. So, my job is done. I've gone away to discover the true history of my great-great-grandfather, and may be gone for a long while. I hope, if we ever meet again, that it will be under better circumstances. Whether or not we were able to defeat the great Mephistopheles, I am unsure, but he will not bother you for any longer. Of that I'm certain. You should forget all that has happened. Move on. Tell no one. Live your life. One day I wish to return, and when I do, I hope to understand what it truly means to be called Van Helsing.
Insolence, ignorance, and idiocy were the downfall of the great Mephistopheles. Mere words can be all it takes to tame a brutish beast. From earth it was dragged through fire and brimstone to the throne of a monarch, where it did grovel and beg. The price to pay for insolence, ignorance, and idiocy? A slave for its prey. Mephistopheles was charged to obey and submit to a human of the monarch's choosing. And so, the pliant Mephistopheles would fly in search of a tainted soul to serve, dejectedly yet devoutly. As one chapter ends, another begins, and this one, well, the words of Marlowe describe it best. Not marching now in fields of Tresamine, where Mars did mate the Carthaginians, nor sporting in the dalliance of love, in courts of kings where state is overturned, nor in the pomp of proud audacious deeds intends our muse to daunt his heavenly verse.